Hey, everybody. Welcome to Urban Therapy. I'm your host, Armoni Bess.
And I'm tonight's guest host, Shane. You're not getting the last name.
I'm letting y'all know that he will be back. He's not a guest.
I am a guest.
Today we're going to be talking about growing up. Sorry. We're going to be talking about relationships, adult relationships, and friendships, and how they affect us on all levels, honestly.
I think it's important to explain that not everybody's experiences are going to be aligned with what we have to say.
So
but
don't get in the comments.
Regardless of the fact, I'm going to be speaking on how I feel. And if you don't agree, just don't agree.
And that's okay.
You'll get over it.
And that's okay. So what is one friendship that has made a major impact on you?
I'm always going to reference Takeo. He's been my best friend since I was 13. Through time and distance as agitators to our relationship. When I met my best friend, I had just came into high school. And it's funny enough, we did not like each other at first. I got my best friend by stabbing him in the neck. I dragged, those umbrellas with the metal tips? Yeah, I sharpened it by dragging it up. What's Bayside Park? What's that? Richard Street?
Go back. You said you sharpened it?
I sharpened it. I dragged it up the hill. Friction against the concrete.
Diabolical.
And I jabbed at him. Now, when in my mind, he didn't see it coming. He wasn't supposed to react. It was supposed to glide past him, and nobody was supposed to get hurt. But, him thinking that he a ninja, he thinking he Storm Shadow or whatever. He tried to dodge the blow, and instead he leaned into the umbrella, and so he had a little gaping gash around his neck.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing at all. It was a calculated move. It was like, all right, depending on how well we survive this interaction, we'll determine whether or not we're going to be friends.
And
look at us now.
Yeah. So, what do you think has made a big impact on your friendship? Like school, how did school, your at-home lives, and work? How did that play parts on y'all friendship?
I think me moving up to Middletown was as much an obstacle as it was a reinforcement of our relationship, because the distance it put between us, we had to live two very different lives, especially in that, area of time where we're teenagers and we're supposed to be securing our sense of identity. Yeah. I had to do it with a best friend that wasn't always physically present. And I think it was a harder challenge for me, being the emotional person that I am, than it was for him. He was always a factor. You know me.
Yeah.
Whenever I love people, just forethought, afterthought, first and last thought of the day. And the fact that
giving your all to people sometimes.
I have to. I'm a 0 to 100 person. It's all or nothing, always.
It's kind of draining though. That drains you after a while.
But I don't ever want to be the type of person that changes who I am in order to accommodate the world. I want to survive wholly with as much of myself as I came into the world with.
I'm going to tell you the truth, friend. Hold my hand when I say this.
I'm not going to hold your hand when I say this.
Yes. The world is not kind.
I know that.
And you will never win.
I disagree.
The world has outnumbered a lot of us. I'm not saying that you don't come out on top, because at some point all of us have success. Right. I can't lie. However, do we come out the same person when we're successful? No.
But I strive to. That's the thing. And I think that separates me from a lot of people, is that for me, winning in this life is retaining all of the values and the principles that I hold dear. I don't want to compromise on anything, because it makes life easier to live.
I don't think you have to compromise though. You don't
I have to stop giving 100% of myself to the people that I love, then that's me compromising.
You don't not give 100%. You give 100% differently.
How?
So if you're loving me 100% with physical touch,
mm-hmm.
and that's not my love language.
But that's not a compromise. That's an allocation.
If that's your love language, if your love language is physical touch, and so you're always like when you go to hug me, mm-hmm. and I'll be like, Shane.
But that's not me compromising. That's me adjusting to you. Because I shouldn't, not for nothing. It's a lot of nuance that comes with it. because I don't love you the way that I need to be loved. I love you the way that you need to be loved, and I have to make those adjustments in order to love you correctly. If I do say that I love you,
okay,
that's not for nothing. That's been my journey with Tykill. I take a lot of grace with my interactions with him because, again, like we were talking about earlier, my emotions will change the whole genre of an experience. Yeah. And I do understand that I'm a very emotional person. I'm very emotionally charged. That's why I always take the time when you see me shut up. That's me rehashing the moment in my head. Like, how did I contribute to this to make this thing go so left? Because I know I'm a handful. I know I am. I've been a handful. My own mother will tell me. Maybe if my mother can't take care of me, the fuck, I know anybody else is gonna have a hard time putting up with me. But like, it's the fact of the matter. I know I'm a lot. So I do take the time to sit here and be like, okay, this is Tykill, not the version of Tykill that exists in my head, because that version, that's the one that I hold up to that, and that's the one that can never fail me. So when real Tykill does fail me, yeah, there's a lot to reconcile.
But friend, I think you got to realize that real Tykill and the Tykill in your head, they have to be one person. They can't be two people. Because when you make them two people, sometimes your expectations for the real one gets blurred with the one you have in your head.
And that's a fair assessment. That's something I still work on. But I do that for everybody because, again...
You got two of me?
Yeah. There's the Monty who's on her best behavior every day, and then there's the Monty who's a little upset today.
Listen, I'll be trying.
And I'm like, all right, the Monty at her best is the epitome of discernment. She's great. She sees everything coming from a mile away. She's very not guarded, but on stable ground. If something is coming her way that she's not prepared for, she knows she can weather the storm. That Monty is prepared. Even if she doesn't know what's coming, she knows that she's survived the worst of the worst before. Literally. So that Monty is able to hold herself with composure. She's able to act with discernment and consideration, even when the odds are against her. I don't always get that Monty. And I understand that that's because you're human. You're not the version of yourself that exists in my head. So I have to, when especially in those times when I contribute to your anger, after some,
I ain't gonna lie, because you be making me a little spicy. I can't lie.
And I be having to bite my tongue and be like, all right, that was my fault. I walked into that one. Let me back up. But that's less to do with me and you guys specifically. I think that's just a part of the human condition. I think we all have versions of the people that we love and trust in our head that we have to reconcile with reality every once and again. Because reality is very different from, perception.
Literally.
And that's not to blame, either the perceiver or the perceived. It's just human nature.
The way of life.
Right.
Literally. Mm-hmm. The first segment is the nature of adult friendships.
All right. So what's your input? Oh, you thought I was going to give you all the content you needed. You thought you were going to be clipping me, having them mad at me. No.
I only need them to be mad at one person, not two. Okay, me personally, my look on adult friendships. I won't go into relationships just yet. I'll go friendships. Adult friendships, I feel like you should give a lot of your adult friends more grace. You should not just, like we were saying earlier, there's things that happen in our personal lives that we don't always tell our friends what's going on. We don't always just be like, hey friend, like, listen, I'm going through this, or we don't normally do that. And because we don't do that, we don't allow ourselves the help or the space for us to feel okay and protected by our friends. So going through stuff alone and thinking that people are just going to give you grace because you're going through it alone, it doesn't really benefit.
That's the thing, though. I think you have to let your friends be friends. And that requires vulnerability, especially for people who are used to being
I feel like you're
independent. I'm not, because again, it's stuff that I've gone through. Like, I've had to make the conscious decision to, hey, let me expose this vulnerability to this person and trust that they care enough to want to make it better.
But you also have to understand that even though you are vulnerable with people and you are open to people, that doesn't mean they can always help.
Of course, there's no guarantee.
If I'm being vulnerable and open with you, what now? What's next?
Now you're showing me that you want me to feel better. At the very least, even if you can't help alleviate the symptoms, at least I know that you're also dedicated to making me feel or become better on the other side of whatever I'm going through.
if you can't help me, talking to you about my problem will not help me. It will just put it out there for a second time. I'll be hearing it out loud. That'll be the only difference if you can't help.
And now, what if I posit to you that you relying on your friends isn't just about you? Again, you have to let your friends be friends.
I let my friends be friends when I know they can help.
Then that's not really letting your friends be friends.
How?
You have to see the thing about friendship and community.
Okay.
Is it's very precarious. Like you're not guaranteed to always be standing on a solid foundation. Mm-hmm. Especially with our group of friends and our environment, everyone's they don't have access to all the financial resources to be able to help whenever, or to be able to offer the help that we always need. They don't always have the time wealth to be able to make themselves available to us when we need them. There's a lot of different variables that contribute to whether or not somebody's able to help you. Now, my thing is, regardless of what I know about your means and your circumstances, I have to offer you the opportunity to help. I have to know that even though you don't have the means to, that you have the desire to. Okay. And most of my friends, not for nothing. Again, we're all very similar economically.
Yes.
If there's one thing about my friends, they're gonna get to it. If they don't have it, they're gonna get it done. When it comes to me, my friends do not play about me.
Making ways out of nowhere every time.
All. Like there's never been a doubt in my mind. Yeah. The only thing that really prevents me from coming to you guys is really the emotion of it. I don't want to be seen in a vulnerable position. And this is something that one of the podcast people I listen to, her name is Ismatu Gwendolyn.
Shout out to him.
Yes, shout out to Threadens. Is you have to lean into the precarity of community. You can't always know for sure that you're going to be safe on the other side of this leap. But trusting in your friends, trusting in God, walking by faith and not by sight is a part of that relationship. I have to trust that when I leap, somebody's working to save me.
I can't say that, and it's nothing personal towards any of my friends. I cannot say that I trust humans enough, like all people in general, family, friends, colleagues, it doesn't matter. I cannot say that I trust people enough to go bare arms and just open up wild crazy like that. I don't think I can
and that's the
personally do that without like knowing I'm secure. I need to know. The only thing that I can do is walk by faith and not by sight. I've been doing that for like the last don't
I think when you walk by faith and not by sight, I think that's more you just acquiescing. You're just like, fuck it. If it does go bad, I'll be okay. What I'm saying is if it does go bad, I know these people are actively working to make it better.
But
I know that for a fact because these are my friends. These are my chosen people. I trust myself to have chosen a handful of people that are dedicated to the best things in this life for me and for themselves.
I feel like that's when you put too much like responsibility on your friends now, because now you're expecting them to be responsible for a problem that you had.
And that's fair. But then at that point, it's like, okay, you're not the friend for me. Because I know that if the roles were reversed and you were willing to open yourself up to me and you were willing to like reveal this weakness, this gap in your armor to me, I'm going to want to heal that for you. I'm going to want to make that better. I'm going to want to help you keep that guard. I'm going to want to help reinforce whatever this pillar of support is that you need. That's the type of friend I am. If somebody is not that type of friend, then honest to God truth is that we should not be friends. And not for nothing, you guys have voiced the fact that, you feel like I'm too emotional. You feel like I require a lot from my friends. And
we know that, and we feel that way, and we still accept you for who you are.
And that's what I'm saying. It'd be different if like, oh, it was really a problem. You might feel like I'm asking a lot of you, but that has never stopped you.
It is a problem for all of us.
Oh, well, shit.
I'm speaking for the collective. However, we love you and all that you come with, though, because you do come with a lot of emotions. Don't get me wrong. And you do come with a lot of opinions. Don't get me wrong. That doesn't like make you any less lovable, though. With those traits, that makes you who you are. That like without those, you wouldn't be you. And I can't say that I would like you if you didn't have those traits, because I wouldn't know that version. The version of you that I get on a daily, the emotional parts of you, the little sassy parts that be clocking tea, yeah. And
so then it's not really that it's so much of a problem. It's just that I'm a high maintenance friend.
You are.
I very much am.
You are.
I'm high maintenance in every regard.
It's a problem. Yes, you are very right. You are very high maintenance.
It's not easy to be my friend. It's not easy to be anything to me because I really could. It's easy to be nothing to me.
Yes, it's easier to be nothing than to be something altogether.
Very much.
Yes,
yes. I'll be telling people like, if you don't like it here, you don't have to stay here. I'm not keeping nobody hostage. I promise you. You can go home. I'm not holding a gun to your head. You don't have to be. And that's what I'll be telling Tykill. I'm like, not for nothing. I know I'm a lot. I've never denied it. I've never acted like I wasn't. But I keep it plain. I try and be very transparent. I tell you everything that it is from the get-go. So at this point, the choice is yours.
If you don't like it here, you
can leave. There's the door, bitch.
There's the door.
But no, like for real. And that's also why it's very hard for me to make new friends because the friends that I have relied on, a big part of the strength of our relationship is the time served. You guys have seen me through seasons. You guys have seen me in different modes. And I don't feel like I'm where I am now. I don't feel like this is the worst version of myself. And the fact that you guys have survived that, Queen, we good. We good. I promise.
That was a lot. Like you, there was a period I was scared of you. I was scared. Because honestly, I didn't know what was coming next.
Listen.
And you know what period I'm talking about. We're not going to talk about it, but you know.
I've never lied to you guys.
It's not about lying. It's more so about the information that you hold. Mm-hmm. It was like, whoa, he got a lot of power.
But you also have a
lot of power.
That back then, I was very young. And not only was I very young, I felt like I was backed into a corner. Because what I needed...
By his best friend.
By the whole group of people.
Okay, we're not going to go there. The next question is...
Next caller. Next caller.
Yo. But back to what you were saying when you said we are people that have stuck through the hardness of what it took for you to deem us good friends.
Because I put you guys through the ringer. I've always been that way. I'm going to put you through hell just to see if you really feel like this is worth it. Because not for nothing. Again, I told you this before. I'm a great friend. In any capacity, if I can, I'm going to try my best to better your life. If you are not a worthy recipient of that, I need to know. So yes, I put my friends through the ringer.
That makes sense.
I very much do. I put you guys through trial and test and testimony. So I'm like, all right, I made it this hard for you to stick around. If you're still here, you must want to be here.
I'm like, you here for
all right, now let's get to work.
A long time. What's up?
Now let's get to work. All right, you done passed the trial. Level 1, start.
So what are 5 things you deem good qualities to make a good friend? And I'm not using good loosely. So
that's a packed question because I don't have any 2 friends that are alike.
But you don't have 2 friends that are alike. However, we all have the same moral grounds.
Facts.
So there's something that we have in common. Okay.
In that regard, I feel like I need to know that my friend is principled. I need to know that you stand for something, and then I need to know what you stand for. I don't like people who are flip-floppy. I don't like people who stand in the middle ground. I need people with well-defined principles and disciplines because I'm very much that person. I feel like right is right and wrong is wrong. I need you to be honest about those values. I need you to be a person of integrity. I need you to be a person of commitment. I need you to be a person of action. It's one thing to want something. It's one thing to think something. It's another thing entirely to be willing to put in the work to get something done.
Oh, I just said that to you the other day when we was talking, when I was like, people be saying how bad they want stuff until it be time to go and get it. And now everybody's sitting down. What we doing? Do you want it or not?
Exactly. I need actionable people around me, okay? Especially with, not for nothing. I'm a very revolutionary person. You know how I am. You know how I am. When it's time to work, it's time to work.
Listen. All gas, no brakes. So,
yeah, I feel like you need to be principled. I feel like you need to be a person of integrity. I feel like you need to mean what you say. I also feel like my friends need to be people of charity. They need to be compassionate people. And just by my standard, you need to be a good and authentic person.
Just a genuine soul.
Just a genuine soul, really. And if you're not, if there's any incongruency in what you're telling me versus what I see you doing, if there's any inconsistencies in your behavior, I'm gonna see those. I'm gonna call you out on it.
The whole character versus energy. Yeah.
Because people will really put their best foot forward and send their representative out to meet you just because they know that you would be valuable to whatever their agenda is. Like I've had people who have openly lied to me and people who have openly become a whole different person in my face. And then when I get to know their friends, I'm like, oh, the type of person you are to me would never be around these people.
Like, that is not the same person I am.
It's crazy. So what benefit did you gain from lying to me that incentivized your lying to me? And that way I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here. You know, we can't be friends.
Right. Good friends are people who come from integrity, respect. I need you to have some type of like morality code, like a good one at that. Like, I need you to know that when you're wrong, and you gotta admit when you're wrong. Like, I need my friends to be able to take accountability for the stuff that they do, because I'm gonna hold you accountable, just like you said. I think our friend group does a pretty good job at holding everybody accountable to the things that they do.
Because we be pouting, I read the messages, I will not respond. Like, let me go take this moment to myself.
I ain't even finna talk to y'all right now, if I'm being honest with you. Tomorrow I'm responding like, y'all, dang, I ain't gonna lie, I definitely was wrong.
Come back 2 days later, like, I didn't like what you said. However, I'm willing to admit that I was wrong.
My bad. Y'all was right. I was wrong. Let's not talk about it no more, though.
And I think that's important too, because not for nothing, we stay friends even when it isn't easy. We stay friends even when it's not necessarily beneficial. We aren't friends because there's a profit to it. We're friends because we're committed to being friends. Like, that's the choice we've made, and that's
I'm
the choice
your
that
friend because I want to be.
I'm your friend for free, huh?
Listen, it ain't even free because it be costing sometimes.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I really love you for free. There's no not to like specifically like measure it, but like there's no cost benefit. Like, there's no return on interest. I'm not friends with you because it's gonna get me further in this world. I'm friends with you because
I genuinely care. Like, I love the person you are. I love the energy you bring around me. It's not just, oh, let's go turn up and go outside. Nah, it's money. You studied today? Did that work? What you got on your test? What you got planned for your business, you know? Is in every angle. You've helped me in every way. You've seen the ugliest of uglies and the best of the best. So I ain't complaining too much.
I try. But like, Monty, do you need Shane right now? Like, cause I'm trying to be your friend, but let me know.
Yo, I'm loving the friends, but we got to talk about the real stuff.
Don't even ask me about no relationship. I've been single since I was 13. Oh, I don't pay these niggas no mind, please.
Oh, you can't say that word.
Niggas? Oh, niggas. What did you?
You got the bleep button.
You got the bleep.
Got the bleeps.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about relationships, romantic relationships. We'll get to platonic ones in a minute.
1 second. There's something wrong with this fucking camera.
Yes.
Once upon a time,
I feel like we should have did a different topic now that we already.
Nah, y'all did good. I'm going to tell you what I like. There were moments of y'all just having conversation that you would have on the phone.
I feel like this is forced, though.
It isn't. It's just because you think about the camera that's in front of you.
Yeah.
But you know what you should continue to do that y'all do well? Flow. Like, act like y'all had this conversation on the phone or in person more often?
In person.
In person.
Okay, yeah.
We'll be right
working.
upstairs in each other's room.
Okay. That's working. So what I think you should do, just based on what I was listening to, you be prepared for him ending so your questions can flow. Because you be so caught up in the conversation, you kind of be like, all right, so what's 5 things that...
Yo.
That's what I peeped. Because you have the ability to answer questions properly. So now it's your job as host to be like, answer this for me. How many blah, blah, blahs does it take to get blah, blah, blah? He answers... You do want to keep his answer concise for an amount of minutes because podcast needs to have a defined time period. Mm-hmm. And then you need to be able to ask him or say what you feel and then ask another question. So he has to be short. You also have to be short. It's questioning what he said, what you think about what he says, into the next question. And if you're good at it, you would want to not look at the phone. So the goal would be to remember 2 questions. So you pick up your phone less.
Why you didn't start with that, Benson? That guy stressing me out.
Well, I have to watch it first.
And I'm doing homework at the same time.
But the good part is y'all got flow. Like there's synergy here.
Cause we 2 black.
Are you supposed to be a host for legit at some time, or you stick with guest host bullshit?
He gonna be here very often. He might
All
be
right,
here every Sunday. Don't listen.
What I like, what you're doing is every time she challenges you, telling you the consensus is we feel this way about you, and you're able to defend yourself properly. So, I think in moments where y'all are having these type of conversations, it would make sense to me for you to have rebuttal questions. Because just because she think it, don't make it factual. And just because 5 other people think it also does not make it factual.
I be telling her the same thing. I'm like, just because you got more people that's wrong.
All 5 or 6 people could be delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But y'all are the only delusional people in here.
So check it. If she asks you a question, I think it would be best to do this when certain things strike a nerve. If you get an emotion from it, I would come back with but why you can't think about it like this? Because there's Aaron, would you tell Ashley she was an antagonist? There's the antagonist, there's the person that thinks they're the victim, and then there's the villain. Y'all both, she got energy to be like, cause you be doing this shit and everybody thinks that it's blah. And you can be like, is it blah or all 5 of y'all fucked up?
All 5 of y'all fucked up.
Only the 2 of y'all are messed
that's
up.
gonna get a reaction out of your crowd, like word. Cause somebody's gonna agree with you and be like, I don't think it that way.
You girls about to eat you up in the comments.
Yo.
Buckle up.
Chill. I don't be having the time.
Not y'all trying to have highs already. That would be bad, right? And he gets high before you do, he be fucked.
Yo. I'm gonna get mine immediately after.
Right, but I'm knocking on my door like, tell your followers to cut it the fuck
Suit
up.
up in the comments. Suit up in the comments.
I moved this camera a little bit so it doesn't catch his hand, because when you talk with his hands, you can see it in this lens.
Okay. Hot walk. Music. Hot walk. Hot walk, hot walk, hot walk.
That was good.
How much of us can you see?
Let me.
Y'all in there. Y'all know the frame.
Oh.
This one is just looking at you. That one's just looking at him.
Can you do something with your hands like you was doing before, just in that area? I want to see if it bleeds over. All right, cool. You're good. Keep moving around your space, like what you feel is your space.
Yeah, so that means
I'm gonna get a principal, Shane.
So go ahead. Yeah, you get good frame.
All right, you remember 2 questions?
2 questions. So you ask him one, be able to respond to that properly, and then the second one right after. Cause then outside of that, it's just a conversation where y'all keep going back and forth. I just set my shit for movie mode earlier today.
I was just saying, if you talk to this. It was just the audio.
Oh,
gotcha.
gotcha.
I cut it off now, but
okay.
later on. But yeah, y'all could start again whenever.
Sorry, I was doing work.
Nah, you good.
Jump in. Question.
Romantic relationships, Shane.
What about them? I mean, between the 2 of us, you're in 30 on the subject. So what about the relationship?
Oh, so you going with the questions?
I ain't gonna do. Let me see this phone.
Me? Oh, let me see.
Do you feel like there was a shift in your expectations coming from your juvenile relationships into your first really big adult relationship?
Yes, I definitely do. If we're being honest, it was the boundaries and the communication. Those were 2 big things that I had to learn to work on and minimize, if I'm being honest, because some boundaries you have to set between friends, between family members, and outsiders. You can't have the world in your business all the time, and you can't always bring your relationship to other people because they don't have the same interests as you for your partner.
So boundaries as an extension of your privacy.
Yes.
You felt like you had to shelter your relationship from the outside forces.
Yes. Private, not secret though.
Okay.
So I did have to learn how to keep my relationship private and to me and my partner and not.
Were you really open about your relationship at first?
Which one? My juvenile relationship or
the one that matters?
The one that matters now as an adult. Yes, I'm very public with my relationship. So yes, the world does know that I have a boyfriend. Shout out Stanky.
And do you feel like you're better off for the visibility that you have with your relationship? Or would you prefer if nobody knew that you were in one?
I love that the world knows that I'm in a relationship. If I'm being honest, it does get a little hard. Like when we first started dating, to people like noticing that I do have a boyfriend and like him having a girlfriend is like, dang, where all these stories come from? I didn't even know I did half of the stuff that people were saying. I'd be with me all the time. Wouldn't that happen? So it gets kind of crazy when you do like let the world know what's going on in your life, and then everybody has something to say. Everybody has a story. Everybody has an opinion. And it's like, bro, y'all don't know me.
That's a big part of why I'm single, because anybody I choose today is going to come with baggage. And not for nothing, especially being gay on the East Coast in such an urban area. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a story, and everybody's story is being read by so many fucking people. And I hate people in my business. I hate people in my business.
Honestly, it's something about not being able to control the scenario. Because it's my relationship, I want to control what goes on in it and not leave it up to the people. Because when you open your relationship to the world does play a big part in what's the next move for your relationship sometimes, depending on how big the opinion of the world becomes.
Especially when everybody feels entitled to an opinion. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because once they feel entitled to an opinion, they start to be forceful about their opinion. Now they feel like they can enforce or project whatever their expectations or whatever their beliefs or their outcomes were going to be onto you. And that makes it that much harder to fight. But I'm the type of person where whatever you and I are going through, I want us to go through it before
the world has to know.
I
don't want to bring it to the world. I don't want to bring it to the world. I don't want to bring it to the world. So if we can hash it out, just me and you, why not?
But then most of the people our age, not for nothing, they do a lot for the aesthetic. Like their lives are very social, and that's something I just can't get behind. Like what did you speak? What did you call me out on? The personas I have online.
Yeah,
I hate my digital footprint. I don't want nobody being able to track me from nothing.
Like literally, he's a ghost. If you guys can find his Instagram, I'll give you $1. Like
I'm like you
can't find him.
I don't want to be tracked. I really hate that people have unsupervised access to what I'm going through. I don't want anybody that I haven't cleared for information about me to have information about me.
Because like, how did you get that? And then I'm so private that when people do know my business, I know exactly where it came from. Because I only tell a select few my business. So it's like, if I'm hearing my business back to me, it's like, you did it.
And that's why I'll be ready to do it. Because not for nothing, everybody in my life knows how I am. So when there is a leak,
it's like, which one of you did it?
What the fuck are you doing?
Why are you doing that?
Because you know better.
Why are you doing that?
Now that I know you know better, now I have to act a fool.
Literally. Now I have to do better. That comes with communication, though. You have to learn when to talk, when not to talk, and who to talk to, and what about.
I save us all the trouble. I just won't get into a relationship. Nobody has to put up with me.
You're literally stressing me out.
No, it's the truth, because one, I know that the type of lover I am, I'm going to give you everything that you ask for. And I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot if I'm telling you to keep this relationship centered around us. I don't want a third party. I don't want a third opinion. I don't want followers commenting on our relationship, because not for nothing, You know the truth of social media. Everyone, your boyfriend, you and your boyfriend.
Everybody
so
got a story, and then they
time
be in
they
their
want your man.
DM. Yeah.
I'm cool.
Man,
I'm
listen.
cool. And if you want the attention, you can have the attention. You cool. If you're comfortable being that social media mogul,
then do that. But I can't lie, friend. I really think that there's some requirements that you might not be ready for when it comes to a relationship.
Oh no, I'm not. That's why I'm so single. You keep telling me that I need to compromise, that I need to make room, make way for these people. I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing it.
Listen, I really feel like you have to, with relationships, you have to be willing to compromise only because there's a lot that goes on in relationships. You're not going to always be okay. You're not going to always be happy. You're not going to have a million good days in a row. That's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. Like, not even a little bit. And to ask that of you and your partner, that's a big emotional like overload, because you're not okay every day, and that's before you even have a partner. You don't feel okay on your own every day. Nobody does. Some days are better than others, and that's okay. Wholeheartedly, that's okay. However, when you're in a relationship, you have to realize that when your partner is not okay, those are going to be the days. Here y'all go, y'all gonna be mad at me about the whole 50-50 thing, but I don't do that. I don't do no 50-50. It's either 100 or I'm meeting you wherever you are, because some days you're not going to be at 100. And when you can't give 100% of you, I need to know, like, okay, when you're not at 100, I'll meet you at your 20. I'll bring in the 180. I'm bringing my 100 and your 80. I got that 180 for you if you only got 20.
But I think that's also a lesson you had to learn being in relationships.
But I didn't learn that being in a relationship. I learned that by loving people, regardless of who they are. That applies for my friendships too, because even though I argue with my friends and I argue with my parents, they're not 100% themselves every single day. And I've always had to meet somebody where they was versus pulling them where they can't be yet. Because when you pull people to where you want them to be, you're expecting them to meet at a standard that they was never going to be able to meet at in the first place. So if I meet you where you are and bring you up, that's very different.
If you know you're incapable of giving me 100%, just don't come to me. Just don't come my way. If you know you're experiencing a spiritual deficit this day, and that's going to strain our relationship, don't come to me. Get yourself in order. Get yourself together. And once you feel like you're at your best, you return. Now, the only time that's different is if you need me to get you back to 100%. In which case, yes, you need to rely on me. But as far as being my friend and just doing the stuff that friends do, like, enjoying life, wanting to be friends, just regular stuff, do not come to me at 60%, because I'm not here specifically to be belabored with your emotional troubles.
Okay, time out, because you're contradicting yourself a little bit, friend. I'm about to clock your tea. Don't be mad.
Listen.
Earlier you said that you give your friends grace and you do your best. When we come with problems, you do your best to help us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, I said, now what if you can't help me with my problem? Then what? I just came to you with a problem that you couldn't do nothing for me for, right? Mm-hmm. Now you're saying, if you're my friend and you can't come to me 100%, don't come to me at all.
But that's what I was explaining. That's the difference I was trying to articulate.
Okay.
It's different if you need me. If you need my help, yes, come to me. But if you know you're at 60% and you're still trying to come out clubbing, no. Because you're a party. You know you're a mood killer.
If I'm at 60%.
That's why your friend that was in his bag and decided he was going to be sitting on the floor crying, face in hands. No. What are you doing? Go home. Go get yourself in order.
I can't lie.
This is not tonight's agenda. You know this.
I can't lie, though, because sometimes people be going out and they be only at 50 and they be needing to be at 100. Come out. But by the end of that night, they're at 100%. That party made them feel better. Why? I don't know. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I just got a question. Hello. Yeah. All right, I got a question for you. You said don't come to me at 60%, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I need you, I have to tell you. What if I don't have the words to tell you, but I still need the rest of the percent you can give me?
At that point, I don't know. Because truthfully, I want to be like, yeah, it would fall on me to realize that you need me.
Awareness.
But that's also like putting a lot on me.
You require a lot. Why can't I do the same for you?
Because when I said it, it's clock T. He ain't even on this side.
Listen.
I hear a lot of listening and not enough words.
I need some time. Okay, I'm giving you filler words. I gotta formulate.
Is it okay to say, or is it safe to say that that's something you should work on? What is required to be your friend, you should also be able to reciprocate.
What is going on here? That's fair. That's fair. And like, you know, ideally the version of myself that I want to be will be able to make those accommodations. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
One other question that I was able to think about when you were having dialogue that strikes me as interesting. Could you potentially try these things even when they hurt? And that's what you're talking about right now. So you know that the traditional you can't deal with that 60%. Next time it shows its face, could you possibly stop yourself from reacting and potentially give?
Slowly but surely, I think I have. I think that, especially talking with Monty, and this is one of those times where, like, you was talking to Tykel, like, you've been doing the work for him because he will not articulate himself. You will play his advocate, and as much as it pisses me off, because I'm like, okay, he has a tongue in teeth. Why the fuck can't he say it? Because you be hitting it on the head sometimes. I'm like, you know what? I can shut the fuck up and do the work.
Because sometimes literally all you need is somebody who understands without you having to say it. And like I told you
that's not fair because I can't get it.
I tell you guys all the time, problem. Shane, I tell you all the time, after you're done with your attitudes and I be clocking tea and I be like, Shane, I know you came up here with attitude earlier, but I didn't care because you didn't say anything. Now that you said something, now we can address it and I can take full accountability for where I went wrong.
But then the burden still falls on me to come to you with my problems. Because
it's your problem. If I don't deem it as a problem, how do I know that?
You see? I'm like, wait, I have to articulate.
Wait, hold it. Is Monty the best friend?
Monty's not.
No.
All right.
See, so I don't even have to hold that.
My brother Tykel.
Okay, Tykill's the best friend. Does Tykill show up for you like Monty does?
All the time.
No.
Hold on, let me finish.
Really think about that though.
Let him answer it.
Okay.
Let people do what they desire, not what you want them to do.
I don't really think that's a good answer.
That's a great answer. I'm going to tell you why in a second. After he does what he does.
Okay.
Does he show up better?
What do you mean by show up?
Show up for you in your life, needs, emotional, whatever that means to you.
Whenever I ask for Tykel, he's there. No questions asked.
100%.
100%.
Better than money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Financially, emotionally, there's been times when I was kicked out of the house. I was sleeping in this boy's car for months.
Other way around, have you shown up for Monty in those ways and you feel she hasn't shown up for you in those ways? It could be anything.
I don't think we've had the opportunities.
Cool. All right, cool. The reason why I asked that question is because in this moment, I'm agreeing with Monty with the thought process of because of what I represent in your life, I can only give you what I honestly see I'm able to give is one. And for you to identify with me what the picture of me is so that I can be the better of that picture that is real. Because there's the reality picture, what I show you, what I give you, what you feel a way about, and then what we don't get to acknowledge later. And then there's what you actually give me, so now I can be the picture on the wall. How I would use that and frame that in just a traditional form of a relationship. Let's not give it sex or platonic or not. Let's just give it the factor of it being a relationship. If I tell you what I need and you can't meet those needs, then you're okay to have a problem when I don't meet those needs. They've been identified. You either agreed or didn't agree, and now I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't know is what I can't do, and what is designed for a king can't be given to a gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Not to make your friendship with Monty seem less than, but it isn't at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the top can deliver, adjustments must be made for anybody below that. Just my thought.
I'm like, I would agree if I felt like what I required from people was outside of their capacity.
You don't actually get to determine what's a lot contrary to popular belief. And I'm going to tell you why. What a person has to give you, you always visualize when you first meet them. It's either directed to you or not directed to you. And it is your job at that moment to understand, not assess, not accept, but to assess where they can fall. Because everybody has a place. Homeless man can teach you how not to be homeless. A rich man can teach you how to do things with your money, right? But there's adjustments made. You don't view the rich man the same way you view the poor man.
Right.
So you can't view a friendship and have expectations of it that only your brother can deliver or sister can deliver. Now you're trying to get a person who just happens to like you and love you a lot to deliver. They are not the same.
You're not wrong.
Food for thoughts.
You're not wrong. And
For me, that's only just what I've been able to see. Because what I'm watching that I enjoy about your camaraderie is that it's real. But the other thing that I appreciate is that you both inherently don't know why the other can't do a particular thing. That's called discovery.
Oh, I know why I can't do it.
Like, that's the part that we have to leave up to chance and experience. Like, that has to come about organically. And that there's no planning around it because you don't know when you're going to get to discover those parts of the relationship. So, yeah, I might ask for a lot. Yes, true. But I haven't been failed yet, so there's no reason for me to stop asking for what I'm asking for. But my friends deliver, all of you.
Do you not think that, like, sometimes, like, we be going through our own stuff, so of course we like got our own stuff aside, but when our friends come and they need us, it's like, okay, yeah, we help, but at some point it becomes a lot for us as friends to always meet you, to always meet you at that standard that you're setting. So if you always have us at top tier level and we got so much going on one day that we really can't give you top tier service, we could give you mid service at best, and that's not enough for you in that day. And then now you're looking at us like, well, but you normally give me 100%.
Just like you said, I need to speak about it. It needs to be articulated.
But sometimes you don't have enough time to articulate what you're doing. You just have enough time to give you a certain amount of help and get back to whatever I was doing. Like, say, for example, I be in school. What happens if one day, like, I got a big ass test, right? I got to study. It's crunch time. You know how that's about to get. And you need me one day. And because of studying, I can only give you a certain amount of Armoni. Like, I can only expose a certain amount of Armoni to you and allow you to come in contact with just that bit of her. If that's not enough for you for that day because I'm studying and you can't understand that,
I can't understand
it's like,
what
damn,
is being explained.
I get that you're saying that part. I get that. You said that twice to me.
Because I'm like, y'all keep telling me I need to talk about it, but then the same liability is not being placed. The same responsibility is not being placed on the other parties.
I'm not
when
telling you
to Shane need to talk about it. Shane need to talk about it. Shane need to talk about it. But then when it comes to the other people, oh no, he's going through a lot. He doesn't have the capacity to talk about it, so you just have to accept it.
I'm not saying that he doesn't have the capacity to not talk about it. I'm saying he doesn't have the capacity to explain it as deeply as me and you.
If I'm required to grow and learn a new skill in order to strengthen and reinforce this relationship, why is the same standard not applicable to Tykel?
It is.
But you're sitting here telling me it's not.
No, I'm telling you to give him grace. Allow him the time to get
grace.
there.
He ain't get cut off yet.
Because you had to go through some things to become emotionally intelligent. I went through some things to become emotionally intelligent. I just didn't wake up like this overnight and was like, oh yeah, I know how I feel. I know how to describe how I'm feeling today. No, my nigga, it took me mad time to learn how to do that. It took therapy to learn how to do that, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't learn how to express myself the right way until after I went to therapy, so I can learn how to talk to people. Because before this, I was cutting people off.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't
as soon as you do something, oh, you gotta go. You did that, oh, you gotta go. Oh, 2 times? Nah, we not doing that.
Anybody in 2024 that's been cut off, this video is gonna pop up on their For You page, and they'll tell you it ain't nothing for Shane to cut somebody off.
They're gonna be bashing you.
They'll be okay. We wasn't friends before this. We don't have to be friends after this. It's the truth. It's nothing for me to. I cut my granny off if she don't see how I see it.
Not grandma.
Bars.
Not grandma.
That's simple.
I cut my granny off. She don't see how I see
it. It is. I've been me since day one. There's been no abrupt changes. Yo, listen.
You a bad person?
No.
All right. So one other thing, I need you to figure out how, in the midst of his thought, formulate a question. So I need you to look into him in the way of, oh, that's an interesting way to look at it, because I found myself doing that. So the way you spark conversation is by triggering people. That's what I've learned. Like,
tread lightly.
Way. If you want,
right? We got. Don't be having this trauma dumping right now.
No, it's not. Because it's the thing. Somebody thinks something and you don't agree. Mm-hmm. It's the why in their thinking that I believe you need to focus on. I was watching a podcast earlier today, and the thought process was successful black men being head of household, right? Mm-hmm. And what they can afford to make the life of the wife easier. So the thought process was, yo, like somebody to cook my food, clean my clothes, I'm getting a nanny. So the word nanny was brought up. But then it has a different name amongst the rich and elite. I don't remember the name because I'm not them yet.
Au pair.
But, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Subtle flex. Say it again. He said it. I said, only the rich and elite know what they call nanny. He says, dub. And I said, wait. I said, yeah. I don't know what it is. He said,
au pair.
Au pair. So au pairs were looked up, how much they cost based on age. Like, there's a lot of factors.
They go by age?
Yeah, because the older ones are cheaper.
Yo.
And the younger ones move like the joke was made, escorts.
Yo.
Because you might be paying $5,000 a month for this. She's cooking meals designated by you and teaches your kids another language. And a lot of these jobs are given to foreigners because of the obvious. Yo. They know another language innately, whether that be Jamaican, Asian, whatever it be.
I'm about to learn Spanish again.
So when y'all are talking, what I hear is this moment where if maybe you should study like what the journalists you see on TV do. When a thought comes out, a thought should provoke question. So you can keep your guests entertained. Because your guests have a few thoughts. Your thought, something in the middle, and you're wrong. So based on who's watching, they want their feelings catered to.
Wrong show.
Okay, cool. Wrong show.
Yeah.
All right, so they don't want their feelings catered to. Still the reason you should ask
This
questions.
is therapy. I just need them to relate to the trauma we bring in.
Okay, so therapists ask questions. Why do you feel that way? So if I have any feedback based solely on what you said and what you said the show's premise is, more questions. He shouldn't be the one to give you an answer and what feels like you live with that answer. You need to get to the nitty-gritty of his.
Now you're digging into my personality because I'm not a questioning person, Benson. That's why I don't ask questions.
But
I literally,
they ask what, where, and why.
I deal with what's given to me and I rebuttal. I don't ask questions. I give another take on what you thought.
All right, so write that down because that is going to make your show a unique premise. Because if you say therapy, remember this: whatever you introduce the show as, people are going to look to it as, and the rules of what you've named it, i.e., a radio station plays music. If you don't do said thing, then it can't be what you said it is. It could be your version, but it can't be exactly what you said. I only think you should ask more questions because what's interesting is you're forcing him to think. And I think that makes your show more engaging.
Why you didn't say none of this before we started recording? Because we was sitting here the whole time yapping.
No, this is YouTube. I'm watching the show.
This is YouTube.
Live commentary. Shout out to Benson.
Show, all I'm doing is saying to myself, what would keep... I think I'm a fickle watcher.
Oh, you're our first live viewer. That's fire.
I'm a fickle watcher.
Actually, Aaron is.
Yeah, he's watching too.
Shout out to Aaron.
But here's the thing. How people watch a show is different. I'm thinking while I'm watching the show. Mm-hmm. So my perspective is what's going to keep me engaged, which is what you need to get paid, engagement. I would want more questions because a conversation I could have with Aaron. I could talk to Aaron about why friendship ain't fair. Mm-hmm. He's going to give me his version of it. You're going to give me your version. The questions is what gets involvement, in my opinion. Because then your comments are going to be like, so what if this is what's happening and not that? What's this versus this? And then it forces him to think and speak naturally. And people buy into personalities.
Yeah, lucky we got bills to pay. I'm not often capitalizing.
Right, you're not doing this for free.
Right.
But what I like is y'all are real friends. This is a real interaction. And you got to do this shit that is TV corny. I think that like that Abbott. Right there, that's something like, oh shit, she played him. Somebody's going to say that in the comments and that's going to get you a viewer. Because I like that they got personalities. But y'all are doing a great job. I think you should ask more questions. This would be even more entertaining.
Tito.
All of that.
So what's next?
I must bang my head on there.
You coming a little close.
Right? It's because I'm short. You see?
Keep it cute. Enough about Taekwondo. He gonna curse me out. Why y'all keep talking about me?
That's why I picked this topic. Because you have been like internally battling with.
It's always because it's really the matter of fact is like there's nobody in my life that's as important as Taekwondo. Mm-hmm. So he really is like when I put things in perspective. Every time I'm questioning something, it's from the perspective of me and Taekwondo. And that's my fault because the more you matter to me, the more I make you a central part of my life decisions, and that tends to be unfair to somebody like him because he doesn't operate the same way. And I realized that recently because I was talking to him. I was like, I burden you a lot. I get that. I apologize, but then he's like, oh no, it's not a burden to me. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to do this juggling act, and he's like, "Oh no, it doesn't matter. I'm not burdened by this."
He's a liar. He's just Sagittarius at this point. That's what we do. It's gonna chalk it up as.
What do I do? Like I'm trying to incorporate you. I'm taking up this extra work, trying to commit to this balancing act of giving you everything that you deserve to get from me, and also not giving you too much that it becomes overwhelming. And he's just like, "Well, it never matters to me."
Do you think emotional maturity plays a big part in the difference in how you guys view what?
Not emotional maturity, because Bestie is very emotionally mature. He takes everything I say, all of our interactions, he takes in stride.
Okay.
Like it's no part of Shane has ever caught Tykill off guard, if I'm being honest. Would I say that he's as emotionally available? No.
Okay, while knowing that he's not as emotionally available, and then still putting yourself in these predicaments, forcing him to
I be doing it to myself. I do be doing it to myself.
Okay, we're not even gonna finish the question because he kind of answered me. He answered me.
Listen.
I also got a camera now. I just wanted to say.
Yo.
Oh shit! Aaron muted me. It's cool. I got a camera now. This is good. The other piece of this is, do you find yourself seeking to understand, like, why he thinks this way? Because he's a shoddy answer. He'll be like, because that's what I said. And that's how shit go. Do you find yourself wanting to understand why that is? It's okay if the answer is no. Because to not give a fuck is stoic. Hello. That's a bar.
You're really like on the roll.
To not give a fuck is stoic.
Yeah. One thing money good for is
T-shirt shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be nobody. I would not be Armoni if I would tell you yeah, because I don't. Because if that's how he views things and if that's his opinion, I'm not here to change your opinion. I'm just here to figure out why your opinion is that. And if knowing Shane, knowing that he can elaborate, and knowing that if I pull the questions out of him, I just got to ask the right questions to get the right answers. And I know that for a fact. It just requires a lot more than I'm willing to dig.
Damn, I was about to speak on that. I heard that the energy required for a man is taxing on a woman. It's also been given a name.
A little bit.
Invisible labor.
Did you make that up?
Swear to God I did. I thought it was a fucking joke when I heard it.
I'm thinking.
So the thought process is this.
Stop.
Thought process is this. They say that like a man needs his doctor's appointments made up. All of these little things that like are just regular life things.
Literally.
And then the mother of said, not man, but like that partner, she also has to be a mother and then to tend to herself. So the invisible labor, aka third or fourth child, is the man.
I ain't gonna lie. I tell you every day, I'm like, yo, my man is like literally having a son.
Like, I can see that.
I left him alone.
That's OD though.
I'm not gonna lie. I left him alone.
Can I say like that's OD for women to fathom, to think?
Because y'all are big kids. Y'all are bigger toddlers. Like y'all.
My man Joe said this. Shout out to Joe Bud's podcast.
Yo, I love his podcast actually.
Yo, he said this and I thought like women do not know how hard it is to be a man.
Hard in what way?
Like, what makes it hard, though?
All right, check it. So what I'm considering in this statement that I'm making has to do with the guy who is, like, taking care of shit. We're not talking about the homosexuals who don't have homes, you know, all that type of shit. We're talking about, like...
homosexual.
Yeah. All right?
That don't have
We're talking about, like, somebody's keeping it together. You got to go out, hustle, work, do whatever you do. I don't shame people who do illegal things. Whatever you do
to get by,
it's a hustle, right? Mm-hmm. You have to do that and then come home and have the face of a person who is not bothered by the task they just had to perform.
Right.
And then your partner, i.e. if it's a man, I'm just speculating, a woman or another man, cool. You gotta go perform for them too. Mm-hmm. But what happens when both parties feel that way?
And it's not being spoken.
The man,
who's balanced?
The man gets to take a break and mom has to be mom. You know, my mom always tells me.
That sounds great. How many people do that?
Everybody.
Nope.
Literally.
Some women believe that their break is all the time.
Who? They must not have kids.
Speaking, their break is like, this is my break right now. You take care of the problem.
Yo.
That's also why I'm scared to get in a relationship and then further to that point to have kids, because being a partner to someone is a full-time job.
And being a parent to some other people is even a bigger job.
So I'm like, I'm not
on top of being a parent, you have to be a parent to different kinds of kids. No two kids are the same. Even when they're identical twins, they're still not the same. Right. Because they still sometimes need to be loved differently.
Right, but that's not a modern day discovery. That's something that we've known since the beginning of time.
It's modern to men.
Yeesh. I got a problem with this.
Sorry.
I got a problem with this.
Don't.
Listen, the problem I have is that I'm going to tell you how a man's visual is just getting into a relationship. You pick the relationship because you find the person you like. Mm-hmm. Boom. I found the person I like, and now I'm getting to know them. Mm-hmm. Here's what happens versus what actually should happen, because I had to be in a relationship to determine that. I got in a relationship, found the girl or the woman that I like and want to be with, and did the things that I think you do in love, right? And realized that the partnership you decide to cultivate, which could potentially equal forever, is really just two people deciding to show up for one another. It isn't any of the movies that we watched as children or the stories that we were told.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Marriage is a contract to make sure you choose the best financial partner you can in order to divvy up your assets properly when you die. Not because I love you. That's a weird thought.
I'm about to say that's a tough pill to swallow.
That's a weird fucking thought.
When you're programmed to think that marriage is the cultivation of romance.
Yes.
No.
Because
it's a business decision. That's crazy.
Literally.
The business decision that you're making from the man's perspective and based on what I actually had to do was a loving courtship to make a financial decision.
Like, you're the person I want to do business with. Let me make this enticing for you.
It was loving.
Like, now you can't.
I didn't do it with like a shrewd business mind. I didn't be like, so Ashley, based on your financial assets, what I understand your family.
Based on your 401k.
Analytically, this makes sense.
Pulling up your tax brackets with the others just make more sense to choose you.
Get it here. You're the best fit for me.
Yeah.
Right. No, it wasn't that. So
did you ever do a pros and cons list on like a female?
Yeah. I forgot the way we
like
did it.
A physical list?
Yeah, we used a book. This book I had was about relationships, and
shout out to Monty for the pros and cons list.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's how I decided to choose my man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Me and Ashley did what I believe to be the most untraditional thing in the sense of relationships. I actually met a woman, and I don't actually know what dates and things she went on. I'm just going by what she told me, that she roster dated. And what that looks like is dating a bunch of people at one time to figure out who you like. I was Kobe Bryant. I was outside.
Yo.
So I did the same thing. And I was able to meet her and determine that if this is what I was going to do for the rest of my life, I could do this.
Were you like trying to be an all-star? Sorry.
Well, no. I think that she was looking for a particular type of relationship that felt a particular way.
And you just hit the boxes?
Yeah. But then you learn things. Because what she had as an asset and what I had as an asset were different. Mm-hmm. And we did look at life differently. Ironically enough, being in their family's vicinity, Ashley sees what people say and do as one thing, and what they mean by it has shown to be true of another thing. So
hidden agendas all the time in this.
I don't know if it was a hidden agenda, because there's been times she told me like, yo, my brother told me not to do this with beer. Or my brother told me not to sit down when I'm drinking because of da-da-da, right? What she's processing in her mind about this casual, yo, don't do this because you're going to be fucked up if you sit down too long, turned into like a standard of life. but in an exaggerated way. So when she brings it up, it comes up in exaggerated scenarios. But you know what I call that? Learning my partner. Because now there's moments where it's realized, like, if something that's either going to trigger her, make her think about something a certain way, I could not do, and there's no sweat off my back, cool, I'm doing that. Because it brings peace to the relationship and an argument I don't have to have. Ask the wrong person, you could be like, not code switching, but like trying to adjust to somebody's like unnecessary emotions. So I say all of that to say, like, why you do something, context becomes the super important part. Because you see how I just gave you this breakdown of what I think marriage is now and what I think a relationship is now. If I don't have the right context, I could still be thinking the other way. Yo, you marry somebody because you love them. Yo, you be in a relationship and be in partnership with somebody because they're cute. And so then when all of those things change and become the catalyst to why you make better decisions.
That's why people be getting divorced, because people be getting
because
old and wrinkled.
Under bad pretense.
That's being sold to us in TV is actually the result of the work done in a relationship. So even though it's being portrayed to us as, oh, this is what you're going to get once you get married, it's not true.
No, you got to work to that.
If you didn't work in your courtship to just be a unit, the marriage is going to be hard. Because me and my partner think about life, at 37 years old, what I've experienced is I still have childhood traumas that are alive and thriving. Our therapist actually told us that Ashley has like
shout out to everybody going to therapy.
Yo, can't lie, love the betterment.
Check it though. My child is a problem for her adult.
It'd be like
you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy?
Young Vincent is lit.
That's really like a common thing.
Lit. He likes to go to parties. He's disruptive.
That's the Vincent that we seen in the club. He was in my dad's face like, oh.
Please. That was in there wilding.
So he is like, Ashley, who? Do what? We getting married where? Fuck out of here. But adult me is like, nah, bro, we doing this.
Like,
that
chill.
Chill out, sit down, because it's not that deep. But the truth of the matter is, you choose people to assist you in becoming better.
For sure.
So to circle this all the way back to the beginning conversation when I talked about tiers of friendship, even if Monty is number 2 on your list, right? There has to be adjusted expectations of what that person represents. I've now, in the last year, probably created adjusted expectations for my relationship. Because I'm like, Ashley thinks like this, I think like this. Where's the middle? And you will have to do that job by yourself sometimes, even in a friendship. Because what happens if your friend is of high caliber quality and brings everything to the table, but their brain just doesn't process?
And that's exactly what's going on.
You know what's crazy? I was dead about to be like, yo, I think that's what's happening.
That's exactly.
Because he's a little bit slow.
Because you doing the job by yourself, this is about fairness. No. If they're a good quality friend and bring you everything else you need, the grace is designing the plan for success of your relationship alone, because they will also be thankful for it.
And I feel like you also feel like you're always under fire when it comes to talking about him, because he's never around. So we literally can't talk to him. So it's not like we're just like, oh, Shane. No, we're literally just telling you because you're the only one sitting in our
That's
face.
how it is. And I go to him like, they keep saying Shane. You need to go talk to them so they don't think I'm crazy.
He just got to be around. Like, it's literally just that you're in our face. That's it.
That's literally what I told him to. I'm like, no, because everybody was yelling at me. Go talk to your friends so they stop yelling at me.
Literally.
What the fuck?
I have one question. How do you balance platonic relationships versus romantic relationships?
I don't entertain the romantic relationships.
Hypothetically.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's a hard question because for me, I don't think I'm ever going to love anybody more than I've loved my friends. I'm at a space in my life where my romantic relationships have failed me. Mm-hmm. And now from the failure of those relationships, I know I'm projecting the end result from those onto whoever my new partner would be. I know that for a fact. That's why I don't take niggas too seriously. That's why you don't see me entertaining too many men. Like even the men I talk to, it's oh yeah, whatever. I don't care. Like I'm really not putting no faith in your words.
He's saying you'll be entertaining too many men. He be lying.
But like that's the fact. Like I really just don't put no value in any romantic relationship just because I know how easy it is for somebody to wake up and feel differently.
I think that's the thing about love. Like although people can wake up and be differently, when you get in a relationship, you are literally trusting your partner that they will not wake up and be differently. That if they do choose to wake up and be differently, you have given them a safe enough space to come to you and talk to you.
That's a risk I'm willing to take with friends, not with a partner.
What's the
difference? Because bitch, as a partner, you have to be here. Like I have to factor you into my life decisions. You become a staple. I need to make sure that my stable ground is stable for the both of us. So if you decide to jump stick, but I don't have to. You guys get to experience the benefits of my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I do it for me, and you guys experience the benefits of it. If I have a partner, I'm doing it for us.
Okay.
And I will lose it.
You just said that you don't have to do that. You do that anyway, though. You don't have to provide a safe space and stable ground for your friends, but you do. The person that you are does that regardless.
Right.
So the same rules apply for a relationship.
No, because I feel like the motivation is different. When I do it for you guys, I'm really not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for me. And because I love you guys, I'm willing to share the benefits of that experience with you guys. If I have a partner, there are going to be things that I'm doing for my partner.
No,
that if my partner doesn't appreciate, because I'm going to be mad.
No, when you're with a partner, because you're with that partner, you literally want better for you. When you do better, it automatically overflows into your partner. Because you're bettering yourself, that you became one less problem that they had to worry about. And it's the same vice versa. If they do better, they became one less problem that you have to worry.
I'm sure that's how it should be.
And that's how friends work too. So the same rules that you apply to friends, you need to apply to a relationship. And we'll be fine. We'll be out here rich 2026.
I don't even like niggas for real.
With your man.
I don't even like them. I'm telling you, next man that I get gonna have to come up to me with a poster board, a bouquet, boombox. He
gonna come with a boombox.
Pull up with the keys to a Rolls Royce.
He gonna be singing "Say Goodbye" by Chris Brown. I'm gonna help him.
I'm just like, no, you really the next man. I'm going to need an authentic, genuine, almost comical display of affection because I'm gonna need to understand from the get-go the stakes that what you're willing to put at stake. Because I'm not putting nothing on the line if I know it's not being reciprocated. That's just me.
So since that's how you feel, would your partner have to be a friend first, then lover?
Most likely. If not, he's going to have to want me so bad, jump through a lot of hoops. Like you're going to embarrass yourself trying to get to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Outside in the rain. With a fucking choreography with like 10 different people. You have to be the corn on the cob to convince me that you want me. Because anything else, if you force it, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
You're sick.
I don't believe you. I'm not going to believe you. Oh, Shane, I want you. Bitch, please.
What is the disconnect between like relationship? Because literally the stuff that you do for us as friends is if you literally just had a boyfriend and did the same stuff.
Not saying that I wouldn't do it for my boyfriend.
Okay.
I'm saying that when you guys don't appreciate the work that I'm willing to put in, it's okay because I wasn't doing it for you anyway. If I do that work for my man,
I'm not just saying it's okay because
I wasn't doing it for you anyway. I'm just, what the fuck? It's all right. Oh, you don't like this? All right, fuck off. You good?
You be lying though because you do be doing it for us, and then you just be hurt that we just like had a different opinion than yours. So then you be like, all right, well it wasn't for you anyway.
Exactly. Because
it really was for us, but because we didn't agree with your opinion.
If I wanted me wanting you to enjoy something that I did and me doing it for you are two different things. There's one that's a matter of like it'd be some real integrity. If I did something for you and you don't enjoy it, I'll stop doing shit for you altogether. But if you notice that the things that I do when it comes to that point in time, when y'all don't enjoy this stuff, I haven't stopped trying to do stuff for you guys. I'm just like, all right, you don't like this, move on. Does it hurt? Yeah, it might. I'm just a little disappointed, but I'm not hurt. I'd be disappointed, yeah, because I wanted you to enjoy this, but I wasn't doing it for you anyway, so it don't fucking matter. So yes, I go to sleep, wake up, and I'm good.
You remember the
with
chicken?
With my partner, if I cook for my partner's like, your food is nasty, bitch, the stove is getting thrown the fuck out.
Listen, y'all, the chicken wasn't nasty. It wasn't nasty. We just didn't finish the chicken, so he assumed that nobody ate the chicken. The chicken was nasty.
Okay.
Whole time, everybody ate chicken.
I'm like, don't worry, I need to eat.
Chicken.
There's enough here for me.
Since that day,
Ain't
he
cooking.
has not cooked since. He has not cooked in the kitchen since.
Don't touch that stove.
Why you don't want to cook for us?
Because y'all don't eat my food. So what the fuck is the purpose?
We ate it though.
Like, what am I cooking for y'all if I'm the only one cooking? Then I'm just cooking for me. Am I wrong?
Hell, that's all we
Girl.
can say.
Girl. Next time, eat the food. I don't care if it's nasty, bitch. Swallow.
What do you think the importance is of non-romantic intimacy?
Non-romantic intimacy.
Yes, non-romantic.
As a man, one of the ways that I firmly believe that I revolutionize my relationships is by establishing a space for intimacy. Because I don't feel like men are allowed to be affectionate or intimate with any partners. Anything outside of their forever partner, men are not allowed to experience that.
Like they can't be.
We can't be intimate. We can't hug. You can't high five. There's just no room for intimacy.
As soon as you do,
that's why your friends in the house,
soft.
them motherfuckers who up in there talking about fuck you, bitch, suck my dick. All them type. Wait, they be talking to each other. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
They just
you won't be talking to me like that. No,
I can't help them.
No,
you could take the kids out the hood. You can't take the hoods out the kid. I can't.
They be like, oh, that's just the way we talk to each other. You just told this man to suck your dick. What are you talking about?
That's how they talk.
What are you talking about?
That's their game culture. I don't know.
But I'm crazy for telling my brother I love him.
They say that.
What?
Don't be playing them.
What? No, they don't.
Love that nigga for life.
Nope.
What you mean? That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
That's a hood.
No, it's not. That's a hashtag. When a nigga die, be like LTN.
I love you. Because if you see somebody and before you leave, you dap them up and you be like, love that nigga. Man.
And then niggas be like, all right, fuck you, bro.
And they say it back, and then that be it.
Niggas be like, safety. Niggas know my body. At the end of the day, it's no, because really, listen. Okay. It's a really diminished form of intimacy. That's the most they're allowed to embody. And so I get why they do it. I'm just not that type of person. I will resist. Like I told you, I'm not nobody. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about no expectations anybody set for me. At my core, I want to be who I was when I came in. I want to be as much as myself forever.
Same rules apply
forever
from other people, though.
Forever. And you can do that. But for me, bitch, we hug around here.
But no, I'm saying, like, because you said you don't.
You're lucky I'm not going around kissing niggas on the forehead. What? Good night.
That would piss me off. You walk up in here kissing me on the forehead. That's going to piss me off.
Love you.
That's going to send me. Like, you ain't just kiss me on the forehead.
You got a Russian mafia? Nah, you need a reason to do some shit like that.
You didn't just do that.
And I really like.
Do you realize that in a very masculine community, that is a sign of like
niggas look at me like I'm crazy?
No, because to us it means, oh, this nigga just told you. You a little nigga.
Sons you.
Both things can be true.
Grab somebody.
Both things can be true.
On the forehead.
You my son, for real.
Yo, you might as well
love you, my boy.
You've been a bitch for a long
time. Oh, that's crazy.
To a man, to a masculine man, he's like, whoa, because everything about his space has just been violated.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no other avenues available to me. So I have to, like, really, what can I do?
Nah, it's true.
Tap them up and say, let that nigga back.
Hugs should be more acceptable.
You talking about people that don't even, name the last time they got hugged by their parent, let alone their friend.
That's a part of the problem, though.
Because you mentioned earlier, you're not a touchy-feely person.
I'm not.
Why?
I didn't grow up with that.
Oh, okay. So it's about
I didn't grow up
don't
with.
touch you in a loving way when you grow up. You likely to become the don't touch me person.
I believe. I'm not gonna say I believe so because some people change like as they grow up. Like that's what they crave.
Right. They
crave the physical touch because they didn't have it. Because I didn't have it, I had other things. I had like
money.
Yeah, so access. not gonna lie. Every time I got into argument with my parents, literally, there's money in my account. Oh, there's $200 in your account. Don't
y'all done missed the whole podcast.
And it's like, bro, what do you mean?
We did.
Hey guys, my family's back.
And it's about time for everyone to grub. And I think I got a lot of content from us. So on that note, how you feeling, Money?
I'm good to go.
You good to go?
We need to sign out.
How we gonna sign out?
Wait, y'all signing out?
Yeah, we signing out, girl. The food is back. It's time to eat.
They can sign out and then keep going.
Oh.
How did it go? Like, what was y'all? I know y'all
Peace, loving.
societal issues.
Yeah. Like, channeling Sister Ismatu.
We shouldn't have went to.
Peace, love,
Is that going on Aaron's side?
and joy.
Air grease.
Huh? Black power.
No, you can't say that.
I looked into the camera too. Black power.